forest is about 4.5 acres and has more than 400 plants and trees which are very well maintained. But since a lot of dry leaves drop every day, disposal is required.
Now, we'll be sharing our journey and its details to all of you. Hope you're ready for an informative and fun session.
So let's get back to the topic. So we found out 3 solutions for this disposal problem. 1. The easiest way is to burn the leaves, but this caused smoke which led to air pollution and has a risk of the biosphere getting destroyed. 2. You can either give a couple of sacks of leaves to someone else, but they would charge you around 500, which is just for transportation, and this can also increase eventually. 3. You can dig pits or do them in compost bins, and this is what a school chose to do because it's the safest way.
Let's know what composting is.
Composting is a process of decomposing biodegradable waste.
It is important as it turns non-usable waste into usable waste for the plants.
Composting is an essential part of our school given the number of trees and leaves found.
It is a good way of recycling and tells us how to live a natural life.
I'm going to tell you the advantages of composting. Composting infuses nutrients into the soil that helps plants grow healthily. It is also an eco-friendly way that gets rid of all disposal problems by making use of what is generally described as waste, that is, fallen leaves. And it is also used as mulch. Mulch is something that's spread on the soil to keep it moist.
So, we both are going to speak the disadvantages faced while composting. So the first one, we need a lot of space, but luckily our school had it. Composting takes a lot of time. It stinks a lot. It needs investment. It needs time and patience for a successful outcome. It is breeding places for insects.
For composting, various materials can be used. Here are some of the main materials we used.
Dry leaves. The main objective while doing composting is to convert all the dry leaves which piles up in our school due to the large number of trees in our school campus. And also, dry leaves contain a high amount of carbon which is very necessary for decomposition to take place.
Cow dung. Cow dung is a source of beneficial bacteria. This bacteria helps in composting.
Coco peat. This is a dry coconut fiber that contains the bacteria Trichoderma.
Soil. Soil attracts various types of beetles and insects. It also holds water for a long period of time. And water dissolves nutrients.
Curd and honey. Curd and honey are both food for bacteria. Curd is a source of good bacteria and honey is food for bacteria. Both help bacteria multiply in great numbers.
Water. Water helps compress the leaves and creates a favorable condition for bacteria to survive.
Microbial culture. It's an organic powder which contains the bacteria called Trichoderma. It does the job of the earthworm, which is to convert all matter into compost.
Kitchen waste. We also have kitchen waste as it is biodegradable.
Bins. For composting, any kind of bin can be used, but preferably the bin should have holes for air circulation.
So I'm going to be talking about this parent-made organic solution. So this was made by Arvind Agrawal, who was a parent poor in India. So we added 3/4 non-chlorinated water, ripened papaya, pumpkin, apple, jaggery and a bacterial solution. So this was added, so 15 to 20 days later, this solution was ready to use. We added this to our decaying matter to increase the rate of decomposition. Sharing the information we learned as a result of research from various sources. So, compost is a food web. 10,000 to 100 million microorganisms are found in 1 gram of compost. Actinomyces is the second most abundant bacteria in compost. Fungi is found in compost. Trichoderma is a bacteria which helps in decomposing of leaves. Cow dung attracts this trichoderma.
So the microorganisms in the soil eat carbon-rich waste and break them down into simpler particles. This produces organic carbon containing humus and some other inorganic substances such as nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So the microorganisms in the decaying matter breaks the matter through aerobic respiration, which is breathing with the help of oxygen.
Now we're going to be talking about the timeline. We have a project period only once a week on every Tuesday, and in these periods we do our composting. We launched the video and we prepared a booklet. We did the needful research and practical work.
We started it on the 11th of July 2019. We were divided into groups, got our bins to make name tags.
We added leaves, water and kitchen waste till the midweek of August.
We made a solution of 1 block cocoa peat, 1 packet organic microbial culture and 2 small buckets of the same solution in our bins and spread it. We added only once cow dung and soil and added leaves and watered it till mid-October.
We added a parent-made organic diluted solution to the ratio of 1 liter of organic solution is to 30 liters of water.
We added leaves and the bin was filled and added water till the end of October every day. On February 4th, we removed the compost from the bin and put them in sacks after sieving it.
On March 5th, we sieved the compost further and packed it in packs of 3 kgs and labeled it.
On March 7th, we interacted with the parents and sold our compost for Rs 60 per bag. Rain causes the leaves to compress. Leaves are black and wet.
Many plants grow as the matter is decomposing.
Birds come to eat grubs and grains.
The smell was really bad.
We found many fruit flies.
There are too many black and red ants.
There were too many orange and green insects and cockroaches. Red ants are attracted to the crop.
It smelled like rain and mud.
The rest of the class created this booklet on composting. It contains all the information derived from our visits to the library, computer lab, experiences, and our interactions with the teachers.